I'm gonna try and make this one quick. The only thing I don't personally understand is how there are motherfuckers out there after all this time has gone by that are confused that most of the shit that they were consuming was made in China. And I say that because back in the day, at least to somebody like me, I thought it was apparent. And this wasn't because of like no secret ass reason or because like this shit was one of those things where it was hidden and had to be found. No, it was literally everywhere. On electronics, you can find it on the back of manuals. You can find it inside of your clothes. Like it was literally labeled anywhere. The back of your shirts, the inside of your pants, on the outside of the packaging of your fucking socks. Like the back when I was a kid, the limited technology that we had back then was labeled made in China. One of the biggest things, and a lot of people who either grew up in my time or my age knew that when it came to your grandparents' cutlery and plates and dinner things, they'd tell your ass, especially if you were in a black home that had some nice shit to it that they didn't want you fucking with. I'm talking about like putting plastic over like the furniture and shit like that. They tell you don't fuck with the China. It's only in that cabinet to be looked at. You better not ever put your finger on one of them goddamn China plates. How is this a reality where motherfuckers are confused that a lot of their shit has been manufactured to be made in the country that y'all consistently shit on without any kind of grounding like base or fruit to the claims that y'all be making. This is one of the reasons why I don't understand racism, at least in America, or bigotry in America, is because a lot of the shit, like this is, even back then, that was another thing. This was considered one of the melting pots of the world. A melting pot in a sense of, hey, we, even after all of the bullshit that we pulled as a country before, we have one of the biggest spaces for people to mingle and gather from all walks of life all over the world. And that includes the commerce that we trade either with our people or with other people. The restaurants you go to, the stores you visit, the mom and pop shops that y'all do. And so, for some reason, after all of this time, motherfuckers are confused and shocked. They're in shock and awe that their designer bags were actually made in the place where I had the understanding. I thought that everybody was already hip to where shit was made in. That's not to say everything is made over there, but a good chunk of the shit that we consume over here, as far as like material belongings, is made over there. And yet you would still have motherfuckers, whether they're doing it for attention or whether they're doing it because they're like legitimately misinformed, you'll still have motherfuckers that will defend 10 pinky toes down how the fuck they feel about another country, and yet y'all still use their shit. That's my only take. I swear to God, like I thought this was common knowledge. Like you look at some pants, you look at shirts, or even old plates and cutlery, things as mundane as they can be, forks, plates, and cups and all this other shit. And I just knew, oh, like, okay, most of our shit is made in China. To my understanding, it was like, oh, it's this way because that's probably the reason why we're, in my mind as a kid, sitting there thinking, oh, that's why we're in debt. That's why we're in such debt to China, because they're making most of our shit. Car parts, dinner plates, clothing items, like simple shit. And it was just like, oh, okay. And now, because of what's taking place in the world, they come out and be like, hey, y'all gonna be petty? Let's up that shit. Your Gucci, your fucking Gucci, I don't even know what goddamn brand it is. Your designer ass bag, we made that. Who has the last laugh now? Because y'all been talking that good shit for a hot ass while. It's nuts. The reality that we live in, I think I've said this shit before. It's like somebody took a fucking portion out of either a video game, a very hyper-specific video game or a very hyper-specific comic book or anime. And they said, how about we try this shit in real life? I truly believe that's why it looks as comical as it does. That's why it looks unfucking believable. As if to say none of the shit that we've been through before isn't unbelievable, but the shit is to comical fucking proportions, the shit that we're pulling. From the shit that's actually happening behind closed doors within politics to the shit that we see on a daily basis as far as what the fuck's happening on a goddamn social media app. This shit's wild. This shit's wild. But that's the only thing. I'm just confused as how you all are confused. How we as a people are confused that most of our shit was made in China. And this shit was common knowledge to me at the age of like 6. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.